The International Aerospace Expo teaser trailer was released, and we usually have a hidden vehicle or two which are well placed within it. The IAE itself will take place on the 22nd of November, and you can find the schedule on the Star Citizen homepage. So let's go through this trailer slowly with half the speed. As the crown jewel of this expo, we have the capital class corvette, the Polaris. And let's try to spot anything new. In the first moments, we can notice the F-8C on the left and the F-7C on the right, both being pretty good fighters. Few seconds later, it appears to be the C-1 Spirit and the Zeus Mark II ES right behind them. This is where things get a bit interesting. We can see the Starlancer, and from what I can tell, this is most likely the transport variant, the Starlancer Max. Since it doesn't appear to have any side guns and the base building is not finished, it would make the most sense. And it was also shown off at CitizenCon. The other two ships are the Terrapin and Vulture. I can't say for sure if it's the same old Terrapin or something else. So let's move on. Well, it is hard to tell everything from this one. But the bigger ones we notice are the Starfarer, Mole, Reclaimer 890 Jump, something from the Hercules series, Retaliator 600i, and Mercury Star Runner. I'm not certain about the two ships in the center, but I think those are also the Mercury and the C-1 Spirit. It doesn't appear there is anything new here. Both of the Spirit series ships seem to be C-1 and A-1, so we already know them. But what about this? We do see doubles of the F-8C and F-7C, yet we can also spot two Terrapins. They are at an angle, so it is hard to tell. So let's keep going. These two are racers, the Mirai Fury and the Razor, if I'm not wrong. So again, the Zeus Mark II CL, Spirit series, and an Alien starter. And this is where things get very interesting. This seems like another Terrapin variant. Because it is red, it will most likely be the medical variant, and thus it is probably one of the best variants they could have made for this ship. It is different because default Terrapin doesn't have those lights, and its color is pretty much fully white. The cockpit and thrusters on top of it are in the exact same position as on the default. We do get a small look at the original as well, and behind it on the top left there appears to be the red variant of it. So it seems extremely likely to be the medical ship, the medical variant. We clearly spotted at least three new ships, the Polaris, the Starlancer, and the Terrapin. There most likely are some more than just these three, as the Mirai Guardian was supposed to be released this year, which is a heavy fighter, and the Crusader Intrepid, which is supposed to be another starter. They may be released later after this event, because even last year the Shantok Ye and I believe it was the Origin hoverbikes were released after this event, somewhere before Christmas. It may be highly possible that there is something else we don't even know about, or something they showed off in the ship teaser at CitizenCon this year. Perhaps some of the Hornet Mark II variants. But I do wonder if Starlancer or Starlancer Max will one-up the Freelancer series and actually be pretty good at its job, because I used to be concerned that there aren't enough ships with this type of cargo capacity. Somewhere above 200, and if it's the Max variant, it will have 224 units of space. And I somewhat do hope it has big enough of a back door and big enough of space inside to accommodate some of these bigger vehicles, because I would like for a ship this size to accommodate transporting some real heavy ground vehicles, perhaps like tanks or big anti-air systems. Else that job falls on to some really big ships like the Hercules series. I do want to see what they did with the new Terrapin variant, and I'm not so sure about the Polaris, because there really isn't that much content where that ship can take part in. I guess you can use it as a base of operations, try to fully crew it, taking on an Idris, or perhaps going the criminal way. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is the first combat-dedicated capital class ship, and so it really has one main role. As for the new Terrapin variant, everyone is pretty sure it is medical focused, and I think it is one of the best ways to have gone, just like they did with the Pisces Rescue variant. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.